Good morning. I'm so happy that you're tuning in today. We're going to do some moves together, some warm-ups, and then we are going to be using a chair with the AirX pad. Let's get started. We're going to go in a wide stance for our warm-up, and we're going to bounce our weight from side to side. We're going to do it with the waltz. Let's see. Wide stance. First, both feet have about the same weight, and then you shift from side to side. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And feel one foot after the other gets that load. Down, up, down, up. After a while you're making it a little bit bigger and you have the heels off the floor. And down, up, down, up, down, up. And it's sort of like a wave flowing through your body, I hope. Up, down, up, feeling that weight on each foot. And then we're going to lean forward a little bit. And that makes us swing our sit bones from side to side with that weight shift. And left and right and left. Then we're going to go to the chest and see whether we can shift the chest to one side and the other. Opening up those ribs. Feels good. Yep. And maybe even bring the shoulders along as your chest shifts and shifts, pushing those ribs one side and the other. And then maybe bouncing the chest bone a little bit. From the side it's going to look like this. Bringing movement in all planes. Going side to side again from the beginning. Legs are warming up. And you feel the flow and you feel the music. Lifting those heels. Down, up, down, up. Leaning forward, going for those sit bones again. And including the chest, bringing the chest from side to side. And adding the shoulders as the chest opens up. Bounce. Bounce that chest bone down and up, down, up, down. From the beginning. And the heel goes up. Leaning forward, getting the sit bones swinging from side to side. Like you have a long leopard's tail and it swings from one side to the other. Go into the chest. Yep, shoulders. And inhale up and exhale down. Now we are going to do our sit to stand sequence to strengthen our thigh muscles, and we're going to include the brain a little bit. First we are going to be doing a little bit like a walk with one heel to the front and the opposite hand reaches forward, and you can turn the head back. So you turn and reach. And turn and reach, and turn and reach. That's the first move. The second move is going to be that you touch your nose with one hand, and the other hand is going to reach over to the other ear. And then you switch, touch the nose and reach over. Touch the nose and reach over. So we're just going to switch and switch and switch. Now with this movement, it comes that knee lift at the same time. We are going to go lift and lift and lift and lift. Lift and lift. Excellent. That's the second move. We have a third one. You're going to be standing on 4 counts and sitting down on 4 counts with head turns. All the while, both feet have the same weight. It's going to look like that. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4 times. So you just pretend that you say no, 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 as you are going to stand up and sitting down, and both feet keep the same weight. Here comes that music. Reach, reach and turn. And 8 more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here comes then. Up, up, up. I know it's confusing. Sometimes we have to practice it in the dry first. Pulling in that belly button. Up, up. Here comes that standing. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. The goal is that you get a little dizzy from the beginning. As soon as the music repeats. It's coming, I hope. Here we go. And reach and turn. Reach and turn. Reach and turn. Sort of a nice stretch in the chest. Here comes that complicated one. Up and up and up, 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 up. 2. Belly button is pulled. 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. 4. Excellent. For the next balance flow, we are going to use the chair in case you just have it standing next to you, in case you are a little wobbly on your feet. It is a balance exercise after all. So we're going to start with the tree pose. I have you place your toe on the floor and the heel right above the ankle, lightly resting on your leg. This knee is as far turned out as it can be. The standing leg is straight, but it's soft. The belly button, as always, is pulled in because that helps with balance, and your hands are going to be together as in a praying position. I have you hold this for a moment and see, check your balance, see whether it's comfortable for you to stand like this, and if it is, I have you turn your head to the right and turn your head to the left, and going to the right and to the left, just a few times, right and left. If that bothers you, then you have you just keep the head straight. Then we're going to go up above the head, open your arms into a Y position and turn your head to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left. I know that standing leg is getting tired. Left and coming back around and switching legs. For me at least it is. It's good to stand on one leg for a longer period of time. It's good for the bone density in general. Other leg. Slight in turnout. The knee is soft but straight. Belly button is pulled in. And here come toe tip on the floor. And the heel is resting lightly against the leg. Don't bruise yourself. Arms come in praying position. Hold it like this. Breath is flowing. And turning right. And turning left. And right. And left. The crown of your head is the tallest point. So the head can sort of easily turn around a straight axis. I mean the neck. Excellent. And then we're going to go up overhead. Feel the stretch. Open your arm into a Y. And here come the head turns. Right and left and right. Makes me a little wiggly. Don't forget that belly button still pulled in. Excellent. And coming all the way down. Now we're going to do the hinge, the hip hinge. So I'm going to do it sideways so you can see it a little bit better. I'm starting on my left leg so you can do that a little bit, see that a little bit better too. We're going to start with just slightly leaning forward and have a pointed toe on the floor in the back. Very nice, just lightly resting there, not lazy. Yep, it has tension in your buttocks and your upper body is slightly leaning forward. So it's like you have one line between your head and that leg that points back. Excellent. Doing that on the other side. Pointing back, toe is down and leaning forward just slightly. And feel that whole line between the crown of your head and that leg that's pointing back. The toe can touch the floor. Excellent. Now we're going to take a step further. First the toe, and then we're going to go in an airplane. So you can hover or you can hold on, whatever you like here. Challenge yourself a little bit. And you go as deep or as far down as you feel comfortable going. And hopefully you feel that leg warming up. Mine is. You can point that toe there in the back, maybe. Excellent. And then coming back up. Do the same thing on the other side. First position, toe down, and then we go further. All the way down. And make sure that that hip here doesn't turn up to the ceiling. That hip that is in the air, that hip is the free leg, has to sort of shine a light down towards the floor. If you imagine you have a headlamp on that hip, it's going down, it's not up. Very nice. And feel free to hold on to the chair. I do. Excellent. And coming back up. Beautiful. Now we are going to go bend the knees a little bit. We're going to be in parallel stance. We're going to bend both knees a little bit. Belly button is still pulled. Now I have you shift your weight to your right leg. Hold on if you need to. And then you're taking your left leg and cross it over. And see whether you can check your balance, see whether you can stand like that. Beautiful. Belly button is still pulled, right? Excellent. Nice. You do the same thing on the other side. Bend the knees a little bit. Shift your weight to the left. And crossing your knee over the standing leg. Pulling that belly button. Crown of your head is still tall. And then see whether you can balance on this side. Beautiful. Excellent. Now we're going to pretend you're sitting in the air with a reach and coming up and straighten. Push your belly button forward. You reach with a sit and you come forward. You reach with a sit and you're coming forward. You reach and you're coming forward. Very nice. And then we have one last one. It's the figure 4 stretch. This time you shift your weight to your right. Instead of crossing your knee like we did before, This time you put the foot on that knee. And if it's available for you, you get to lean forward slightly. That stretches the back of this hip here, I hope. And the further down this knee can go, the better a stretch you get. Excellent. Other side. Shift your weight to the left. Bend the knees slightly and placing this foot on top. And then if it's available to you, you're leaning forward and feel that stretch back here. Very nice. And we're going to end it with knee to chest. With knee to chest. Excellent. Now we're going to do it with me. Here comes the same balance flow with music. Going for that tree position. Knees out, belly button pulled. Turning the head up, away, and turning the head. We go again. Up and right, left. Belly button is still pulled, other foot. Knee is turned out, turning, up and open. And that heel is resting very lightly against the leg. Saying hello to this day, despite all the virus stories. Excellent. Here comes the hip hinge. We're starting just with the toe going back and coming forward. And the toe. And the toe, and back. Now we go for the airplane, going all the way down. And hold it, belly button is pulled, the straight knee is soft. And then turning that hip down. Other leg. Now we go all the way down. Don't forget that hip cannot go to the ceiling. Point the toe. Belly button is pulled. Excellent. We're going to sit and reach. And sit and reach. And stand and stretch. And sit and and stand and stretch. Sit and reach. Stand. And sit and reach. And stand and stretch. Bending the knees slightly. Now we're going to go and see whether we can cross and balance. Nice. Other side, bend and cross. Yep. Exactly. Tiring those legs out a little bit. Excellent. Now we bend and we place the foot and leaning forward for a stretch. Excellent. Maybe you can balance here too. Excellent. Other side. Bend. Lean forward. The knee goes down as far as you can. Beautiful. We are going to end our time together today with a chair stretch. I encourage you to stand in front of the chair. We're going to start with an inhale, arms go up. And then exhale, going all the way around. And placing your hands on your chair. Now you're going to be reaching with your left leg backward as far as you can go. Hold on to that chair, and then I have you lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are far away from the ears, and that gives you a nice chest stretch. Excellent. Then you're stepping forward a little bit. You have to find your comfortable zone because we're going to take your right foot back now. So you're going to be in a down dog position from the yoga world. So I have you hold on to the chair and dipping your chest as far down as your hamstrings allow. You can feel it in the back of your legs. I can feel it in the middle of my back. Beautiful. Now we're going to shift the weight onto the hands and being in a plank position. That's good for the arms, it's good for the bones. Shoulders stay far away from the ears. Excellent. Now the same leg that was in the front before comes back to the front, and we do that stretch one more time. Up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are down. Beautiful. Now both legs come forward. And we are standing back up, and we are starting with the other leg. Going with both hands up, inhale up. And then circle around. Hands go to the chair. Belly button is pulled as always. Now the right leg is going to step back as far as it can go, holding on to the chair. Now lifting your chin up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are as far down as they can be. And feeling that stretch in your chest. Beautiful. And now both legs are going to be back, walking back. And then reaching with your chest bone down towards the floor with straight knees. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Feel the stretch in your armpits maybe a little bit. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the weight onto the hands. And just hold it as long as you can hold it here with the shoulders as far away as they can be. Beautiful. Going back to the down dog. Excellent. Bringing that left foot back to the front. We're going to go one more time in that salutation stretch here. Shoulders down, chin is up. Beautiful. And coming back with both feet next to the chair, pulling in the belly button and standing back up.